Alright, so welcome back everyone. Welcome to part 2 of Kerbal Space Program, the hardest career. In today's episode I'm going to be putting our first powered aircraft together. But first of all, I'm going to get rid of this. So we've got enough, can pay it off early. At which point we won't pay anything like as much. Alright, so build and fly your first aeroplane. So thanks to your organisation's research efforts, we have finally developed an air-breathing engine that should be light enough to mount to a glider, making controlled powered air flight possible. Previous attempts to use solid rockets for gliders often ended in disaster and the scarcity of willing volunteers. So right here an article is asking you to partner with them to build and test a flying machine using an air-breathing engine. Your flying machine must have wings so it can be controlled. Obviously it can't get off the ground if it doesn't have any wings. Must be able to land safely. There's a whole new frontier where many have failed before, so there isn't any investment money available to offer you at the moment. Writer of an article is willing to cover your labour costs, snacks, and notify the press. However, you will need to put forth your own funds to acquire the parts necessary for this project. If you succeed, your pilot will acquire both valuable flying skills and your organisation will become known worldwide. So it's time to construct a flying machine, one that will prove to the world that controlled powered air flight is indeed possible. Procedure is trivial. Got 1200 advance. 6,000 completion, 6 science and 30 reputation. If we fail, we lose 200% of the reward, which is 12,000. Alright, so it's got to have an air breathing engine. It can't have rocket engines this time. Liquid fuel. I have any solid rocket fuel. And no oxidizer, so it's just liquid fuel. Alright, let's go ahead and take it. All I can take for now, we'll say part test, things like that. I won't do those in the series of the videos. Alright, I think that's about it. Okay, let's head to the space plane hangar. Got 32,950, got 12.9 science. We'll head into the SPH. We shouldn't need any tech nodes unlocking just yet, but when we do, because of Kerbal construction time, it will take time for those to unlock. And it also takes money as well, because your scientists need to be paid for the work that they do. Alright, so we should have a vintage populator somewhere. Sometimes some of the things start to show up in the part categories, so you just have to find a specific category for the mod. It's usually very simple. So there's the vintage populator. It's experimental, so I'm going to fit it the same place, or them, roughly about the same place as the SRBs. This is going to be the Motor Girder Flyer Mark 1. Right, so I'm going to do, take that off. Also need fuel as well. Hopefully we won't need any fuel ducts. Pop that there. It's a nice looking model as well. Okay, take that. So we need a nice light piece. Obviously we haven't got anything like that, so we'll have to use one of these. Hopefully. No. 2 of those maybe? Just line those up a little bit. Not too bad though. I don't know if we have enough room. Yeah, sometimes it's quite difficult to figure out which way to actually turn. Which key to press to rotate it the right way? Nah, that's not going to work. I want at least 2 of these on the aircraft, because it's not going to get off the ground at all. If we do, it just stalls. It's just too heavy. Alright, so another one. Another 2, actually. I don't know what's happened there. There we go. Strange. So normally I would sort of try and attach them here, but I'm thinking we want the propulsion to be pulling. What on earth's happened there? Oh, of course. Never mind. That's not too bad. So we want it as far forward as possible from the nose. Where the nose would be, I suppose. There we go. Not bad. So some of these motors from TACLS and some of them from Firespitter don't actually show up a delta V. That's a bit weird actually, isn't it? That's better. Alright, so fuel. So first of all, where is the centre of mass? About there. Centre of lift is a little bit too far back actually. So if I bring the centre of mass back, COM, by putting some fuel over here. So I'll put the fuel towards the rear. But what fuel shall I use? I can't use that. We don't need that much, that is for sure. Also, the tanks can spring a leak because they're first generation. It can spring a leak actually any time, actually, but because of so low in tech, it's more likely right now compared to later on. You have no idea. No. So I don't know if these engines are actually going to work or not. We'll test it as it is. We may need to run a fuel duct from each of the tanks to each of the motors. I'm hoping we don't need to do that. That should be on all the time, that. Alright, let's try it. It's a motor girder flyer, Mark 1. If we need to run the fuel duct, we've got enough, I'm hoping. We've got 4 parts spare. 26 of 30. Alright, go ahead and save it. Your scrapyard. There we go, so it's 4 days, it's 47 minutes and 50 seconds. Go ahead and build it. Right, as soon as it's finished, we'll head out to the runway. Alright, so for the second attempt with this aircraft. So I decided not to run some field. I wasn't getting any information on Delta V. Now I actually am getting some Delta V information back in the SPH. But running the fuel dump, or the fuel ducts, from the tanks to the engines wasn't working for some reason. So I'll take a look at that. It's probably because they're on girders. So basically what I've done is I've put the fuel tanks here, directly behind the engines. So there's no way they can fail to get fuel this time. Alright, so pitch up, pitch down, right, left, that's fine. Alright, so fire the engines up. Yeah, now we're getting fuel information here. Okay. Alright, Jeb, off we go then. SS is on. We've got a full... Right, what? Okay, we won't got a full throttle. That was a bit... Yeah, it is definitely the surface. Right, SS on now. Oh, what? Yeah, mate. Definitely the surface is causing that. Oh dear me. Okay, I don't think we're going to get anywhere with this. So we are a little bit too nose heavy now. Oh well. Try and counteract that by bringing the fuel back a little bit and bringing the undercarriage forward a little bit, maybe. Or could bring the wings forward. Okay, might have to recover it. Nothing we can do about that. Alright, so for another attempt, getting this thing off the ground. So I've actually moved the fuel tanks back and increase the size a little bit. Try and move the centre of mass back a little. Alright, so here we go. Hopefully it doesn't fall onto its nose again. So there's a limit as so. Nope. Don't seem to have enough lift capacity. Oh, there we go. Only just. So I think increasing the size of these undercarriages a little bit just to increase the angle. Because that hook has to be pretty long not to do its job. Alright, so how long do we have? 1,400, so let's say 1,500 seconds. That's should be about 20 minutes or so. So we should be able to get to our airfield. Yeah. So you hang onto the craft one-handed as you use your other hand to fight off a particularly persistent seagull. We should be able to get some science from the EVA report once we go over the shores. Let's see if we can. Only just in level flight, making up just over 40 meters a second. So it's not going to be doing any aerobatics, that is for sure. Right, so EVA. Yeah, still nothing. Okay. Never mind. So I think increasing the size of the undercarriage just a little bit, just to angle it a little bit further back, and also bringing this hook maybe a little bit further back so I can bring it down so it's just below where the vertical tail fin is. World's first. 3 kilometers in land distance. Alright. Okay, so I've got to land this thing back. Can stop anywhere. So I think I'll head back. Of course, I've got to be very careful. It's not a fighter jet. Switch to land again. It's what ground altitude. It's not too bad though, it just lacks a bit of power. So well, I've done a nice little sort of flat piece of land. Bit of grassland. Alright, so once we've landed, we shall recover, and then we'll take the contract for the island airfield anomaly. That's the first of the contract for the anomaly surveyor package. Contract package. Oh, no, 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 no. Go back, go back. Thank you. Nearly. Right, so EVA. Nope. Can we get something here? 1.4. That's not bad. You take some sand from the desert. Desert? And compare it to with the beach sand. Oh, there one is. I see what I mean. They're actually fairly different. So beach sand and desert sand are slightly different. Okay, let's go and recover. What's that contract done now? Yeah, that's fine. We'll read it once we've recovered him. Alright, so fully recovered. 1.4 science from the EVA report. 0.1 for recovering it. This is 21.4 signs now. Everything but a little bit of the fuel. I actually used, and he's got 2 experiences down to level 1. Oh, excellent. 40 reputation total. And then your ribbons though. Alright. Alright, so for the second contract for this episode, we're going to take this. Investigate the island airfield. There's an old airfield on an island across from the KC. Why don't you go check it out between launches? What launches are you talking about? Completion, nothing advanced. 15,000 cash and 1 reputation, but no science. We'll take that. We've also got altitude records. Was barnstorm the island airfield hangars. Don't quite have enough sort of TWR, power to weight ratio, or thrust to weight ratio with that aircraft though. Okay, right, so I'm going to investigate the island airfield. So I'll build the aircraft. I'm going to move that undercarriage a little bit lower down, just to give us a little bit more of an angle to give off the runway a little bit easier. Then we'll head straight to the runway. Alright, just before we head out to the runway, we'll head for the island airfield. Well, the contract complete. Build and fly your first aeroplane. Congratulations, the flight was a success. The historic flight was thankfully caught on camera by the lone press agent who responded to the press invitation. His article about your flight has been read by millions. Must have the internet. As you have now spurred the imagination of Kerbals everywhere. 6,000 cash, 6 science, and 30 reputation. Alright. Gives us 21.4 science. Okay. Let's head to the... I'm not going to use Jeb again. Give Valentina a chance this time. Alright, so we're heading for the island airfield. Don't think we need waypoint manager. We know exactly where it is. It's just over in that direction. Alright, so here we go. Alright, just. And there's a rocket panel which I haven't used yet. Also, I've got to be able to fly with aircraft where you can actually fly with rockets, so... Okay, so the airfield is just there, we can actually see the mast. Alright, so it's a cruising altitude of 1 kilometre. Got another world's first there as well. 1,028 metres. It'll take about... it's coming down quite rapidly now. Say about 9 minutes, just under 9 minutes. So world's first. Altitude record of 500 metres. Okay, 5760 in cash and 1 reputation. That's not bad. Should have altogether 42,804 plus what's in the aircraft. So maybe time to unlock some of the early tech nodes with this science we've got. Also, we have to pay for each node. Scientists need to be paid, as I've said before. So we can't afford to... another one. We can't afford to just buy things in an entire node. It's just not possible. We just don't have enough money. Okay, broken line distance of 10 kilometres. The same one as before. Alright, it's going to take about 7 minutes 50 seconds to get there. Also there, we'll have a little explore. That's it. We have to head for the control tower and check the burnt out pod in the hangar, or one of the hangars. There's 2 hangars there from what I remember. Right, so that's what you can see. It's one of the other features of Kerbal constructs, as well as Kerb inside, is that you have landing guidance, which is really good. It comes in quite handy as well. Don't actually know if it's... oh, there we go. So we've got a green light. So according to the guidance, ILS, we are somewhere in the centre. Obviously it could change as we get closer. Oh, it's got the water launch site. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Roll. Enable roll. Turn roll off there. Damn. She actually survived the crash. Yep, so scrap has struck again. This time she couldn't actually can't actually repair the part. You're actually moving, dear. Oh, very slowly. She's not a very good swimmer, obviously. Alright, so we'll try and get onshore as quickly as possible. I'm surprised she survived the crash. Yep, so that control surface stuck, as we saw. New quirk. Affects 0.9 confound factor, so that's reduced the confound factor, so she's less likely to suffer from claustrophobia or sort of loneliness. Or splash into the ocean. At least I got paid for crashing. That's okay. Alright, so after some time she's on dry land. So we can see the water launch facility. So you can launch boats from here, or seaplanes or anything like that, which is one of the contracts for GAP, which we'll be doing at some point. Right, but first of all we have to get to the island airfield hangars and tower. So the tower should be first, because it's just over there. Alright. Alright, so I think we're going to do the tower last. We're going to check the aircraft hangar first. World's first milestone. Land distance record of 32 kilometers. Really? 32 kilometers? Oh, okay. Didn't think it was that far. Okay, I think we saw... yeah, there we go. Part's just in here. Okay, so we'll investigate these parts first. There's a pod in the aircraft hangar. They'll head up to the top of the control tower. We'll take some signs from the top of the tower as well. Right, so Apollo 1. Never forget those that gave their lives to get us where we are. So that's actually Apollo 1. Which is a pretty bad accident. With all 3 crew during the Apollo launch. Test launch, actually. It was a test. It's a fire suppression test and a communications test, and there was a fire because of a faulty bit of wiring in the command module. I believe up till about Apollo 6, there was all unmanned after Apollo 1. Alright, so we'll climb the top of the tower and get some science and get that the first of the anomaly surveyor contracts completed. Alright, so that's the completion for this contract. So that's Jane. Great view. Maybe we should start launching from here. Well, there's like this spot for places to launch from, Jane. Alright, so that's the contract completed. We don't need to recover her. Well, we will do, obviously. So hope you had fun. Time to get back to work. So we've got 15,001 reputation. Right, let's just check Kerbal Health. Planetary Chem and EVA. 96.72 and dropping. She's got minus 25.5 per day. That's because she's on EVA. So she's suffering from isolation. I'm also getting plus 20 a day in radiation. Even at ground level, you're still getting radiation. So time left is 3 days, 2 minutes and 43 seconds before she has a nervous breakdown or loses all of her health. As you can see, Kate Jebediah is back at KC. He actually gained a little bit of extra health, 103.58 plus 4. So obviously as it go up in levels, they'll actually get a higher top end of their health. But eventually you have to decontaminate them once they get, I believe it's 10 million units of radiation. So that's Kerbal Health. Alright, let's take some EVA. Can I do that? Nope, there's no EVA, not as far as I can see. Don't know what's going on there. No, so she can't do any EVA. Oh, can't do an EVA report. Okay. Strange. Ah, well. Go ahead and recover it. And we can recover what we've got left of the aircraft, if there is anything left that's floating in the water. And get some money back at least off the parts in the water. Maybe. Okay, so we covered Valentina. And she did actually get an EVA report. 1.4 signs. Nothing which for the... Well, obviously the vessel didn't actually survive the flight. The aircraft disintegrated. No experience. Got plenty of ribbons though. Surface EVA ribbon. EVA and Kerbin's Waters ribbon. Well, for a splashdown, well, it was a crash, but we'll take the splashdown, that's fine. Distance record of 10 kilometers, and the other one is, okay, altitude of 1 kilometer. Alright, so that's that. That's the end of this episode. So that's the motor glider, or the motor girder flyer, and also the first of the anomaly surveyor contracts, which is... Ah, I've got some parts. Ooh. Ah. So quite a lot of the aircraft actually survived. 2,310. Obviously it's not the full complete parts list, but it's a good chunk of it. Alright, so that's the end of episode 2. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to click like, it's appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget our Facebook and Twitter, in case you want to make a comment directly to me. rather than going through the moderators, which is what will happen if you make a comment on the videos. Don't be put off by, you know, the fact that it's a moderator team that goes through them before they get to me. They do get to me in time, just takes a little bit longer. Alright, so once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to join me for part 3. In the meantime, as always, take care and bye bye.